What's up, guys? Welcome to training tip number 50. Hard to believe I've been doing these for over a year now. In today's special edition, I want to give you guys 4 tips to get a bigger number on everybody's favorite exercise, the barbell bench press. The first 2 tips are related to technique, and the second 2 are related to how you structure your training and what you do in the rest of your workout. The first tip I want to give you is to work on your bar path. I can't tell you how many times I've had a client almost miss a barbell bench press because they are pushing the bar in a wobbly path all the way up. The way that you get better at this is working on keeping your bar path in the same place even as you're doing super light sets. I always encourage you to ramp up. Typically I'll start clients off with just the bar and then we'll gradually work our way up to our heavier sets. Even when the bar is really light, you should practice pulling the bar down to your chest in a straight line and then driving it up in the same path. For most people, that's going to be a pull down to about your sternum, and then as you push up, you'll curve slightly back up in a J shape so the bar finishes over your eyes. If you don't allow the bar to move out of this path as you're pressing, you're going to stay in a stronger position and you're going to be able to move more weight. My second technique tip is to use more leg drive. Although it seems like an upper body exercise, a good barbell bench press is actually going to use your entire body. If you drive your legs into the ground strategically, you can use that force to help you push more weight up above your chest. Now, a couple of notes about this. If you're using a bench that's a little high off the ground for you, if you're a shorter person, for example, I would put some weight plates underneath your feet, 10 or 25 pound plates, and stack them up until you can get to a comfortable position where you can keep your feet flat. I use this all the time, especially with my female clients that are a little bit shorter. The second thing is that as you're driving through your heels, you want to make sure that you don't pop your butt off the bench. So if you're benching and you stick your hips up on the way up, that's not a correct technique. So drive your legs into the ground, push through your heels, but keep your hips down on the bench. My third tip is to not always chase personal records. So when I first got into lifting, every week I went in the gym, I was trying to put more and more weight on the bar. Now, if you've been working out for any amount of time, you know that after a while, you just can't do this anymore. You're gonna miss lifts, you're gonna get exhausted, you're gonna beat yourself up. So once you've exhausted your beginner gains, where you can just add weight and add weight and add weight, you have to be a little more strategic with your training. One thing I recommend all the time is to do lots of quality work in lower weights, maybe with different rep ranges. So instead of always chasing a 1 rep max or a 3 rep max, do 5 sets of 5, do 8 sets of 3. Do lots of work, practicing your technique, building some strength when the weight's a little bit lower than your 1 rep max. For my female clients especially, you just won't be able to add as much weight to your upper body exercises at the same rate as a man. So another thing you can do is to just gradually add 1 rep here and another rep there at the same weight. Over time, this is gonna add up and you'll be able to set some new 1 rep maxes, 2 rep maxes, and 3 rep maxes. My last tip is to not neglect your assistance work. One of the best things that I ever did for my barbell bench press was to get really strong with dumbbell bench press variations. After a certain point, again, you won't be able to just add weight to the bar. Your bench will improve when your technique improves, and your strength will improve by doing lots of other things in the gym. Personally, I love dumbbell pressing exercises. I love dumbbell rows. I love tricep work, push-ups. All of these things are gonna help your bench press. So make sure that you're not only benching with a bar, make sure you're doing lots of other things to build upper body strength. Ultimately, that's all gonna pay off. Once you improve your technique, once you get stronger, you will see your bench press number continue to rise. If you're looking to build a bigger bench, or your bench press has stalled out, or you're trying to beat your buddies, adding weight to the bar every week is not the best way to go about it. I would try one of these 4 techniques, or all 4. Improve your technique by working on your bar path, driving through your legs, and then train smarter by doing lots of different volume and rep work at different weights with the bar, and then doing lots of other dumbbell, body weight, cable, kettlebell, etc. exercises to build your upper body strength. If you follow those tips and you're patient and consistent, I promise that you'll get a bigger bench. Good luck, guys.